Wild weather continues to lash New South Wales with gale-force winds and heavy rain causing flash flooding and power outages to tens of thousands of homes. The State Emergency Service has responded to thousands of calls for help, with conditions expected to further deteriorate this afternoon. With more, here's Anne Barker, who's in Bondi, and it looks absolutely atrocious there.
It is, Roz. As you can see behind me, there's an absolutely phenomenal swell here at Bondi. We've had winds up and down the coast of at least 100 kilometres an hour with gusts of up to 135 kilometres an hour, which is verging on cyclonic. Now you can see that the skate park here at Bondi, for example, has been filled with sand. There were reports of tourists here earlier this morning who had been camping sort of just next to the beach, rightly or wrongly, and their camper van was completely submerged in sand. They had trouble getting out. The beach is closed here, I'm told. All up and down the suburb here, we met SES workers that were cutting up trees. One tree had fallen on a car. They said that almost every street they're going into, there are trees down. They're responding to thousands of calls. Down at Coogee Beach, for example, apparently Dunningham Park has also been filled with sand. So there is quite a lot of, not so much damage, but certainly a lot of the impact of the weather you can see just here.
Yeah, it is bad there, but where's the worst of the weather, Anne, and what's been the damage there?
Look, the worst of the weather seems to have been in the Hunter region, where one caravan park, for example, has been almost washed away. There were buildings and a showground, I gather, that were completely damaged or destroyed. Even 2 people who were rescued from the floodwaters there. But in Newcastle, apparently a tree has fallen on a house and almost cut it in half. There have been reports of several people dotted around that area who've been called for help to be rescued from floodwaters. At Parramatta, the ferry terminal has apparently flooded as well. And earlier we were down at Sydenham, just near Sydney Airport, where a power pole had come down across the road, blocking the Princes Highway, which of course is one of the main arterial links sort of heading south in that part of Sydney. So a lot of traffic was disrupted. Roads right across Sydney have been disrupted. Train lines are shut between Newcastle and Sydney. The ferry between Manly and Sydney was closed earlier. It's really, the impact is being felt very far and wide.
And it's going to get worse before it gets better, I understand.
Well, there is talk that there's another low forming off the coast, and that could move inland and hit the coast, if you like, at sometime this afternoon, and that will almost certainly bring more rain. I think the rain is expected to last until tomorrow, and these gale force winds certainly show no sign of abating at this stage.
All right, and look after yourself. Thank you.